I stared with confusion at my phone. The rest of the gang were all in on this Monopoly game,
I swear to God, if you get free parking, I will literally kill your stupid face.
said Sarah. Mike rolled the dice in his hands.
Come on, sweet baby Jesus. I just need a 4.
He dropped them onto the board.
Darn.
I tried to make sense of it. Just a word on my screen, black text on an all-white background, a classical-looking font. Hide. I tapped, a little impatiently, on the expensive black rectangle. The text wouldn't disappear.
Alex, you're so addicted. Play board games like a normal human adult.
Yeah, sorry. A few more desperate finger pecks at the screen, then I turned to holding the power button down for an extended period. With my free hand, I grabbed the dice, rolled a 3, landed on B&O Railroad. After 2 seconds of thought, nah, skip railroads. Of course, we weren't animals. If someone didn't want to buy a property, that was fine. No auctions or any of that nonsense. House rules. Back to my phone as Chris, on my left, took the cubes and prepared to drag his sorry little shoe across Go to collect his $200. A minute with the power button didn't do anything. We were entering factory reset territory. I contemplated borrowing Mike's laptop to Google whatever the heck this might have been. I felt the apartment rumble, albeit just for a split second, as if we were on the edge of an earthquake. I tensed up. The background noise from the TV, something auto-playing on Netflix, disappeared, following the faint sound of the flicker of static. Mike was the first to get up.
I don't think that was an earthquake.
He examined the TV, confused at the outage. He checked the wires.
Shouldn't be the breaker. I don't have that much stuff plugged in, do I?
I grappled with the sad, likely hacked state of my phone, and that weird word staring me down.
Damn, that's so weird,
said Chris. My head lifted. What? I asked, catching Chris turning his phone to me. His home screen had also been replaced by black text on white. Hide. Sarah, as anti-technology as it comes, had taken this opportunity to quickly respond to long outstanding texts.
What the heck? What is this?
At my confused look, bordering on scowl, resting scowl face, she flipped her phone around to show me the damage. It was the same on hers. I grew a bit nervous. Mike, where's your phone? I asked him.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
Likely not due to any of his troubleshooting, it flashed back to life. Red power light at the base blinking steadily. A simple message now appeared on the big screen.
Hide?
Dude, I said. He turned around. I showed him my phone. Chris and Sarah showed theirs.
Wait, how is that possible?
Is that like an Amber Alert? Asked Chris.
I mean, I guess, but that's a push notification. This is like completely overtaking the screen.
Mike's brows furrowed.
On different hardware, too.
A hack? I asked.
That's kind of a weird hack, no?
Government experiment?
Guessed Chris. A thought came over me. I walked to the balcony, slid the door open, stepped out onto it. Eye of Sauron the city from Mike's 14th floor apartment. In the neighboring apartment towers, most of the units had blinds down, curtains closed. The few unshuttered, however, I felt like that guy from Rear Window, contained strangers staring perplexed at their phones, at their computers. The sides of bolted-to-the-wall TVs, barely visible to me, displayed the same white background with text atop it. What I was seeing, everyone else was seeing. The others joined me on the balcony. Whatever it is, it's at least hit this block. I looked down at the city streets, most of the people below caught in a similar holding pattern of standing frozen, heads fixed to their devices.
I guess we don't have anything to call the cops with?
I'm sure they're aware.
Maybe wait it out until they fix it?
I nodded. I could tell Sarah was a bit perturbed, forcing magnetic thoughts to imbue her silence with weight. Thoughts? I asked her.
I mean, should we do it?
Do what?
Asked Mike.
Hide.
Hide where?
I don't know.
I mean, we're already in my apartment. I'm sure that's good enough, right?
A pause.
Let's not lose our heads. This is nuts, but it's not like literally hide, right?
What if it's viral marketing? Like for a movie?
Chris clicked his fingers. Hacking our phones so we can't use them? I don't know if that's in Lionsgate's purview, man. Then, head turned to Sarah.
But hide?
The flicker in her eyes more than meant that she'd sided with the light bulb in her head. She returned to the inside and got to exploring Mike's apartment carefully.
What are you doing?
I don't care if I look stupid. It could be a warning. Maybe something is happening.
We're in a box, basically. We're fine, Sarah.
But the darn thing says hide. Maybe it's that literal.
She continued scouting, settling on the closet.
I'll do here unless you think there's better.
Sarah.
I'm gonna close the door soon. And if you're all really my friends, you'll join me.
Awkward silence until Chris chimed first.
I mean, guess it's good to be safe, right?
Chris went in.
You guys get the luxury of laughing at me forever if I'm dumb. Win-win.
Begrudgingly, I followed, tucking in next under Mike's dress clothes. There was still room for him inside his own closet.
Holy cow.
Mike caved, joining last, sliding the door closed to introduce darkness. I went back to my phone. Still that classical font. Still that mandate.
How long do we have to stay in here?
5 minutes.
Yeesh.
And then we sat in stillness for a while. Distant tick-tick-ticks of the clock in the living room bringing down the blood pressure a tad. It all felt silly. Kind of fun.
Remember when we went camping at Sunlight Groves?
Asked Chris.
Glamping.
Sarah thought she saw a bear. A bear and its cub.
It was dark. It totally looked like bears. I heard noises too.
Bears at Sunlight Groves,
Chris said again.
Saddest patch of trees in America.
Guys, shut up. We're here, so let's commit to the bit before the Conjuring doll gets us.
We kept our traps zipped for another minute. Eyes at my phone again. Hide. Nonsensical. All of it, really, but in a way that was starting to sit more and more uncomfortably for me.
What do you think it is?
Chris whispered. I shook my head. Sarah with the light shrug. Mike with a deep inhale before speaking.
I mean, obviously sophisticated. Like it's obviously something.
My bank is on this and it's bricked now, basically. I'm done for.
They'll figure something out.
Powerful knocks at his apartment door all of a sudden. Thundering.
Hey, Mike, you there?
Who is that?
Sarah braced.
A skinwalker, obviously. Kidding. My neighbor Tess.
Are you positive?
Sarah reached across me and Chris to tug at Mike's sleeve.
Yes, and I should probably get it.
You said 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm being a pretty trash neighbor right now.
The knocking persisted.
I have this weird thing on my phone. Brad has it too. It says hide. TV, same thing. Computer, same thing. I don't know how to reach anyone or what to do.
Mike blew air out of his nose.
All right, this is stupid. I'm gonna...
No.
Shouted Sarah. Mike stopped. We all stopped. I felt something. Something very, very real. No knocking anymore, or at least I couldn't hear anything. Not the tick of the clock, nor the soft rustle of us against clothing. It was like the world was holding its breath, like there was a presence, right outside the closet. Then, the sting of static in my ear before it passed. The feeling dissipated, the sound returned. I sneaked a glance at my phone. The word hide was gone, and replacing it was my home screen. The silence between the four of us was uncomfortable.
Did you feel that?
Sarah finally whispered. No one said anything. Mike outstretched his arm yet again to slide the door open, but his hands were shaking. You can do it, I think we're fine now. He steeled himself, looking very much like he was crossing some sort of internal threshold. He pulled the door aside, revealing his room exactly as we'd left it.
We took it in.
I'm going to answer Tess.
Mike said, with not a whole lot of vigor to his voice, getting up and creeping out of the room. The rest of us followed, stopping in the living room while he continued to the door. I went to Twitter, searched Hide, and sorted by new. Sarah, meanwhile, grabbed the remote from the stand and turned the TV on, and maneuvered through the Roku channels.
What are you looking for?
Asked Chris.
Just like a live channel, I guess. The news?
My scrolling wasn't yielding anything of help or insight, though it was clear, via the confused posts from seemingly around the whole world, that the scope of whatever happened was global. My focus shifted to Mike, who was standing on the welcome mat, eye pressed against the door's peephole. He hadn't moved in quite some time. "Everything all right, man?" He didn't reply, just stood there, frozen. I approached slowly.
She's...
I reached him, patting him on the shoulders and urging him to detach from the door viewer. He finally did, leaning against the wall at first before slowly sliding to a seat on the floor. I peered into the hallway through the hole. Outside, his neighbor, the one knocking, looked frozen solid. Her body stood rigid in the hallway, eyes wide, covered entirely in a fine layer of ice and frost, as if the air had instantly flash frozen her from the inside out. What the? My phone buzzed. A new word was on the screen, in the same font. "Again."